Today we are going to start graphing lines. So last week we just looked at the slope of lines. Today we are going to actually graph a line. So we don't just have to have a slope, we have to have a starting point. Our starting point is going to be our intercept. So slope-intercept form is called slope-intercept form because it gives you one slope and one y-intercept. So what we are going to do, we've got y equals mx plus b. That m is our slope. So m equals our slope. Then that b is our y-intercept. So b equals our y-intercept. So in the formula, y equals mx plus b, m is your slope, b is your y-intercept. You are always going to want to start at your y-intercept and then graph your slope from there. So this is our starting point, and then we graph our slope from there. We've got a few little blanks here of hints of what happens when things don't go perfectly. So first of all, if your slope is not a fraction, so let's just say it's y equals 2x plus 4. So that 2, in order to make it a fraction, we can put it over 1. So 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1, essentially. The next one is if there's no slope in front of x. So if it just says y equals x plus b, there's an imaginary 1 there. So if it has to do with the slope, essentially you can add in those imaginary 1s. If there's nothing listed for plus b, though, that means we're adding nothing. What number is nothing? 0. So if there's nothing listed for plus b, then your y-intercept is 0. Okay. So for every problem today, we're going to find and start at the y-intercept, and then we're going to graph the slope from there. Our slope is rise over run to the right, so we just do that as many times as we can. Moving down. So it says, for each graph, list the slope and y-intercept, then graph it. Y equals 4/3 x minus 5. So in our equation, y equals mx plus b. My m is 4/3, that's my slope. My b is my y-intercept. My y-intercept is -5. Since it's minus 5, it's -5. Okay, from here, I now put those two things onto my graph. So I always am going to start at my y-intercept. My y-intercept is -5. This is my y-axis. Y-intercept means it's on your y-axis. So I need to put a dot down here at -5. Not over here, down here. And then my slope is 4/3. That means my rise is 4, my run is 3. So from this point, I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right, 1, 2, 3. And I put another dot. Then I am going to repeat that. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right, 1, 2, 3. When I'm graphing, when you're graphing, I would like for you to have at least 3 dots. Because 2 dots, it's easy to lay the ruler wrong and then get your line all wonky. But if you've got 3 dots, it's much easier to get it in a straight line. And then we are going to connect those points. Use a ruler, use your ID card, use the side of your phone. If you can draw a straight line without those things, just draw a straight line. but you have to connect them because we are not graphing random points, we are graphing lines. And if you don't draw the line, then you haven't graphed the line. Okay, any questions? Okay, the next one we've got on here is y equals 3x plus 2. First things first, what is my slope? 3. How can I make that slope a fraction? 3 over 1. So 3 over 1 is my slope. If you can write down 3 and remember that means we go up 3, right 1, great. But some people forget to go over 1 if they don't write it down. And then my y-intercept on this one is positive 2. Okay, so I'm going to start at my y-intercept. Your y-intercept has to be on your y-axis. So start at positive 2. And then my slope is 3 over 1. So that means I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. I do not have space to go another dot, but I want you guys to have at least 3 dots. So if I can't go up and to the right, what else can I do? Go down and to the left. So I can reverse them both this way. Because I know if the line's going this way, it's going to end up going that way too. So I reverse them both. Go down and to the left, put a dot. I can even do that one again. Down and to the left, put a dot. And then we can connect these guys. It's good to get into the habit of graphing all the way across your graph. Next unit, unit 3, we're doing systems. And with systems, you have to see where 2 graphs cross. And so you're going to have to graph them all the way. So if you want to just get into the habit of it now, it's a good habit to be in. Okay. Any questions right now? Do you guys remember this from 8th grade? Some of us, yes, some of us, no. Okay, I was just wondering. I'm always just curious. I'm still going to teach it to you. Wait, flippity flip this over then. What is different about both of these on the back? Oh, what did you say? Both of these have a negative slope. So that's what's different about these on the back. This first one, I do not have a number in front of my x. What number is there? What? 1. Okay. That was just like a... So there's an imaginary negative 1 there. And then I can also put that imaginary negative 1 over another 1. So my slope here is negative 1 over 1. And then my y-intercept is negative 3. Okay, so we'll start at our y-intercept, which is negative 3. And then if I have a negative slope, I need to go down and to the right. You have to go to the right, or else if you go down and to the left, then it's just a positive slope doing it backwards. So go down and to the right. We always go to the right, down and to the right. If you want to go all the way across your graph the other direction too, you can. If you're happy with those few, that's fine by me. Okay. So this one we saw when we don't have a number in front of x, we put an imaginary 1. If it's negative, it's negative. If it was positive, it would just be positive 1. This last one, what is my slope? -3/4. And then right here, what's my plus b? There's nothing there. So nothing in mathematical terms is 0. So I'm going to put an imaginary plus 0 there so we know where we got that from. So that means I'm going to start at 0, 0. My y-intercept. And I go down 3, right 4 from there. So down 3, right 4, put a dot. I've run out of space to go that way again. So I'm also going to go up 3, left 4. Up 3, left 4. Always make a nice straight line. Hey. Trying to do it under 10 minutes. It was 11 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop my recording.